my grandmother got married in 1993,
Right.
and her husband filed a petition for her, but he passed 1997. The petition was approved in 1994, and we contacted USCIS, and they said the case was sent to the embassy in Jamaica. And when we contacted the embassy, they gave us the case number, and they said her case was expired, and all documents that was approved on her behalf is expired. So I would like to know, does she still have a case?
Are her children here?
No, she don't have any children here.
What about other brothers and sisters?
Yes, she have a brother and a niece. They're both American citizens.
All right, so either the brother can make a petition for a humanitarian waiver to step into the shoes of the deceased husband and show some humanitarian reasons why this woman needs to come to America and complete the case for the deceased husband. So yes, there's something you can do.
I've been here since '84, and my mother has filed a petition for my citizenship. At the time when she filed, I believe I had a criminal conviction, and it was it was a simple possession, and all of that has already been expunged, not vacated, but expunged, and it's been 10 years.
When was the criminal conviction?
Simple possession of coke.
When was it?
Not simple possession.
When?
This was in 2004.
Okay, expungement doesn't make it non-deportable. Simple possession of cocaine could still be deportable depending on what you are found guilty of. As an example, in New York State, believe it or not, simple possession of cocaine is not deportable, but I don't know what state you were found guilty on. We would have to look at the penal code. Before you do your citizenship, before you do anything, because even though the case was expunged doesn't still makes it a crime for immigration to deport you. Please, let's take a look at everything first before you file anything. It's different than vacating, so hold on one second, all right?
So my question is, I came from India in 2015, and I applied for asylum, and I overstayed my visa. It was a 6 month, and I overstayed, and I applied for asylum, and I didn't get the interview till today. And I got married in 2017 and to U.S. citizen, and I applied for I-485 and I-130.
But you never withdrew the asylum case, though.
Yeah.
You have to withdraw the asylum case. Please withdraw the asylum case, or your marriage case is going to be denied.
Yeah, I didn't withdraw the asylum case. We went for the I-485.
Okay, and then what happened? You got denied because you had a pending asylum.
No, they didn't deny. The officer said she's waiting for the asylum file to review, and then she's gonna make the decision.
Okay.
So it's almost 1 year we didn't get the.
All right. So what's gonna happen is when she gets the asylum file, they're gonna deny you because you never withdrew the asylum case. So come see us.
We went to the asylum office to withdraw the asylum.
I just asked you if you did, and you said you never did it.
No, I just did it now this month. And
okay, fine, great.
And I got the response that I'm in removal proceedings.
Oh, well, then that's why you never heard, because you're in removal proceedings. All right? So,
all
right. What you've done is everything backwards. Okay? You needed to withdraw the asylum before you filed the adjustment. You withdrew the asylum, they put you in removal, even though you have a pending adjustment, which they have every right to do. You now need a good lawyer. Hold on. All right?
I got a question. So, my mom, she just come in last month, on the 20th of the last month. And she's trying to file for her son, which is my brother. Now, did she can do it right now with any issue, or she need to wait a certain time?
All right, let me interpret what you're asking. You're a U.S. citizen. You filed for your mother. She just got to the United States. I'm interpreting everything you're saying because nobody understands what you're saying, but I do. Okay? So you're a U.S. citizen. You filed for your mother. Your mother came to the United States recently with a green card, but you were not able to include the brother on the application. So now you want to know, when can mom file for the brother? Today. Do it right now.
Yeah, my application, everything is ready right now. I got the I-130, I prepared it.
My answer to you is your mom has a green card, your brother was left behind, your mom files the I-130 today.
Oh, so that means she can file it, even if I just use the stamp, the visa stamp, right? It's fine.
Correct. She's still a lawful resident.
Okay, so, and one more question. So, my father is deceased on the 2009. So do I need to send her his certificate of decease, or it's fine? I don't need to send it with the paperwork.
It doesn't hurt. Doesn't hurt, but it's not really necessary.
Okay.
All
So, I mean, for her employment, she never worked. Even if I put employed in the application, that's fine? No problem?
Well, no, because she doesn't work. Don't lie. Someone else will give an affidavit.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, okay. I mean, she may work in the future.
Yeah, but
I'm gonna
tell
put
the
employment.
truth. She doesn't work. She doesn't work.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you so
You're very
much, and I
welcome,
appreciate
Alex.
that.
My pleasure.
I got a pending removal of condition. Almost 3 years now. I went for an interview. They say if they need anything, they contact me. Down to today, I still haven't heard from them.
All right. Do you remember we got a call? Was it yesterday or 2 days ago, Belgium Kim, or Jonathan Yo-Yo Elias, when Steve is saying he's pending case I-751 for 3 years? And I always yell, mandamus, mandamus, mandamus.
Yeah.
Did we get a call or was it a question?
It was a comment of the day.
Comment of the day.
Yeah.
That somebody listened to me.
Yep.
They were waiting for years. They
was the
filed the
comment of the day.
mandamus, and they got it in, what, 60 days?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Less than 45 days. something like that.
So it basically, Steve, if you're waiting more than a year and a half for an I-751 and there's no decision, we file a mandamus.
Brother.
What?
Brother, I'm going in by myself. My wife,
You still file a mandamus.
she's not in it with me now.
As long as you got divorced
Okay.
and it's a good marriage, we file a mandamus. Hold on one second.
My daughter is currently here with me in the U.S. His dad is currently filing the adjustment status for me, but she came here December of last year, 2018. He's currently a U.S. citizen. My question is, she's currently out of status since June.
How old is she?
Is he able to apply for the N600 for her, the certificate of citizen?
1 second. She came on a tourist visa.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And this is her natural father or her stepfather we're talking about?
No, that's her biological father.
Okay. Now, how old is this young lady?
15 years of age.
Okay. When did the biological father become a citizen?
That is 2012.
Okay. No. The biological father has to file an adjustment for her. She did not become an automatic U.S. citizen. But when she goes on her adjustment interview, she will become an automatic citizen provided that she's living in the house with the father. But you don't file the N600, you file an adjustment.
So I have to apply for the I-130 for her?
I-130, I-45, the whole kit and caboodle. But when she goes for her interview, she's going to skip right over green card. She's going to become a citizen.
I came in this country over 15 years ago.
Right.
I'm a married to a permanent resident. My wife, she's a green card holder.
Uh-huh.
But I didn't come in this country by the right way. So, when I applied for asylum maybe 15 years ago, they deny my case, you know. So we have 4 child. One of our child is sick. And when we apply to get adjustment for the 10 years, they approve my wife for green card. But for me, they tell me the way I came in this country was not legal. And they
Did you get
put
put
me
in removal?
on a hold.
Are you in removal?
Yes.
Okay. Did you get ordered deported?
Yes.
Okay. And
Yes.
but nobody's physically removed you. Why? Is it just because they forgot about you, or you have some sort of deferred enforced departure?
Something like that,
Something.
But I was asking, I have a child who's sick, and I'm the one who take care of the child, and my wife going to be maybe citizen in a year and a half.
Okay, so Amar,
And
this
I
is
was
what
asking
this is.
they-
Yeah, you want to be able to get your green card, but you're living here right now with an order of deportation, perhaps, or withholding of removal, or whatever you got, or deferred enforced departure. I don't know what you have. Okay, your wife, whether she's a citizen or not, is there an I-130 approved for you by this wife?
No.
Okay, so we
I
need
did-
to do.
we
We
did
need
not
to.
like
We need. We
apply
need.
for me.
We need to do 2 things. One is we got to review your records, okay? Because it's like you are the quintessential, and I don't want to give you any sort of kanahara. Kanahara is a Jewish word for a jinx. Okay. I don't want to give you any kanahara. God forbid you have cancer. Okay. You don't go to the doctor and say, "Doctor, I got cancer. Operate on me." Okay. You say, "Doctor, run some tests and figure out what's the best way to treat me." I got to get your records from the court, and I have to see everything that you did for 20 years before I tell you what we need to do. I know you need an operation, and that operation is going to be file an I-130, make a motion to reopen your deportation case, and reopen your case and adjust your status when your wife becomes a citizen. I know that's the operation. I just don't know where I'm supposed to cut the patient, where I'm supposed to go, so I need to get your records first. Okay?
But I was asking, do you think I have any chance to get a green card?
Okay, so let's go back to the cancer patient. Doctor, I have cancer. Am I going to live or die? How would he know unless he runs tests, right? Hold on 1 second.
Okay.
That's really what it comes down to. I don't mean to be flippant.
Right.
But I have no idea.
As an international student, we were introduced to Medicaid insurance, public university, of course. So I'm wondering if, based on the latest immigration rule about Medicaid and public assistance, how would that affect an international student with the hope of changing status?
Now, who's getting Medicaid? The person who's...
The student.
Why is the student getting Medicaid?
International student, because it was introduced at the school, and international students were told that you can take up this.
All right. Yeah. So I don't think they're getting Medicaid. They're getting something else, but it's not Medicaid.
I'm sorry?
They're not getting Medicaid. Okay.
I'm saying the student is currently using Medicaid as an international student.
How? That's not. You can't use Medicaid as an international student. So maybe there's some other medical benefit or something, but it's not Medicaid. Okay. So I just know this for a fact. They're not going to give Medicaid to somebody on a student visa. Now, it could be some sort of state health care initiative or city health care initiative. Those are all sometimes government subsidized. Okay. But they're talking about federal Medicaid benefits. So I can almost assure you, can't be 100% sure. Maybe this is the one kid who got Medicaid and Medicaid screwed up, who's on a student visa. But I can almost assure you that some sort of city or state health insurance or something, funded, government funded, and that's fine. It's the federal government. Okay. That's the problem.
I'm learning the difference now.
Yes. All right.
And secondly, could a retired spouse file a green card for his or her spouse?
Yes.
They can do that.
Yes. You're just going to need an affidavit of support from a second person.
Okay, and third and finally,
yes,
can a church file a green card for a member who's not a minister but as a professional worker in the church?
Well, those are two different things. Are they a member or are they a professional worker in the church?
Now, they are a member plus a professional worker.
So let me tell you what a religious worker is. It's somebody who has a calling to God, who makes their entire career, profession, their life dedicated to working in a religious position within that church, and the position in which they got trained in the liturgy of that particular denomination. Right. So in other words, if you're the person who works 9 to 5, Monday to Friday, but is really a dedicated member on Saturday and Sunday at the church and spends all day on Saturday and Sunday at the church, you're not a religious worker. You did not dedicate your life to the church.
Right.
Okay. And then you say, okay, well then I'm going to quit my job and I'm going to work at the church all day long.
Yeah.
Monday to Friday, Saturday and Sunday.
All the days.
And the pastor says, okay, you can do the cooking in the back when the people come for their meetings.
Right.
And you can hand out the pamphlets.
Okay.
And you can collect the books when we're done.
Okay.
It's not a religious worker.
Okay.
Because it has no religious function. Okay. So you
it's
understand?
not like the person can be hired, let's say, as a social media manager, communication manager.
That's not a religious function. So a religious function would be I'm a missionary, but not only am I a missionary, but I got training to be this missionary.
Okay.
In the underpinnings of that particular religion.
So the short answer would be no.
Correct.
I'm trying to ask you about a question about my family. I applied for them, I-130, and I had a sister there in Bangladesh. I never applied for him because she's like 16, so I never applied for him. So did I do the right thing?
Wait. You applied for who?
My mom and dad, because I'm a citizen, U.S. citizen.
And you did not apply for your 16-year-old brother?
Sister, she's 16 years.
Yeah, okay.
Right.
Yeah, when your mom and dad come here, you did the right thing, because if you applied for your brother or sister, they would wait 15 years. When your mom and dad come here, they're going to turn around and file for them, and hopefully they'll get here in a year or two.
Okay. How long is the process right now? Because I just applied I-130 only.
It should take 12 to 18 months, but if your I-130 is pending over 12 months, give me a call.
Okay, sure. And one more thing. My brother isn't here in the U.S. He's a student visa. He will be graduating like after 6 months, doing jobs, and he'll be applying for jobs. So should I apply for him? Just keep the file on process?
Well, if he's going to be switching to an H-1B visa, it doesn't hurt. So,
hurt?
Doesn't hurt. If he's going to go back to school for more student visa, it would hurt. So it depends what he's going to be doing.
Oh, so if he's going to apply for master's, then it's going to hurt.
Correct, because to apply for the master's, you have to have a non-immigrant intent. And the fact that you filed for him would show that he has an immigrant intent, and they could use that to deny his student visa.
Thank you very much.
All right.
One more thing. So I-130 is the only application for the first process, right?
For your parents in another country, yes.
Okay. I heard that new Trump law says you have to have $62,000 in income.
Correct.
Is it like for me also? Because I just applied I-130?
Yes, it will be for you, but it's very likely it'll be blocked by a judge. Who knows what it'll be in a year from now. So, don't worry about it.
Like, because I have my mom and dad, two-person, and me and my wife, four-person here.
Don't worry about it. We'll worry about it in a year from now.
Thank you for your help. And like your show, I always watch it.
Appreciate it.
You're the best.
Thank you very much.
I got married in 2017, and then I sent in my I-130 only, and then me and my husband got a dispute and everything, so I divorced, but I got remarried now, and I sent in my I-130 and 485, all of those papers in. Tomorrow would be 3 months, and I don't get a fingerprint. That is normal?
No, 3 months you should have gotten something by now.
I should get a fingerprint by now, right?
I think so, yeah. You got your receipt notices and everything?
Yeah, I got the 4 receipt notice.
All right. And it's been 90 days already?
Tomorrow will be 3 months since I submitted.
Why don't you wait a couple more days and see what happens, and then if not, then after Labor Day weekend, maybe have a consultation with us.
Okay.
All right. But it should be, I would think. I don't want you to spend money unnecessarily. So I would think that within the next couple of days you should get something in the mail. But if not, and Labor Day comes and goes, then give us a call.
Okay, so I'm gonna take your order. You think I will get it?
I think, but I'm, only the Magic 8 Ball knows, and it's missing right now. So
okay,
all right.
I'm gonna keep my word. Okay, I think.
All right.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
Bye. Thank you.
Brad, I have a child that have a green card in Jamaica, and I'd like to know how long does that child can stay out of?
Less than 6 months. If the child's going to stay out more than 6 months, you got to get that child a re-entry permit.
Okay, it has to be less than 6 months.
Correct. Bring them back every 6 months.
6 months or less. 6 months or less.
Correct.
All right. Thank you, Brad.
You're welcome.
Doing a great job.
Right. And then once the child's 18, they got to be physically here for at least 6 months out of every year. But right now, minor, you can get away with bringing them every 6 months.
All right.
If they're going to stay out of the country for more than 6 months, then you should get them a re-entry permit.
Re-entry?
A re-entry permit. So if you say, for example, how old is this minor that we're talking about?
12.
Okay. So if you say you bring the 12-year-old minor back to America, and you say, you know what, I want this minor to go to junior high and high school in Jamaica, and it's and it's unnecessary to keep bringing them back every 6 months, and they miss school, and it's a problem, and airplanes and everything else. While they are physically here, you can do something called a re-entry permit. It's done on an I-131 application. And in that re-entry permit, you can ask the government to allow this 12-year-old to go to school for 3 years without having to physically come back to the United States.
Okay.
And keep the green card. All right? But you can come see me if you need help with that, all right?
My son went for interview in Jamaica.
Yes.
The 22nd of July. And he got his passport, his document back, said that they deny him because he was convicted. But he didn't convicted. He had a little problem 2006, but he didn't convicted.
What was the problem?
The judge did throw it out.
What was the problem? What was the problem?
I don't remember, but...
How do you know the judge threw it out? Were you there?
Yeah, I was at the court.
And the judge says you're innocent?
So they threw it out and sent him home because we went home the same day.
1 second. One second. The judge said he's innocent?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so then you get me a letter from the court. It's called a disposition, saying that all these charges were dismissed. They were thrown out. He was innocent, and I will be happy to represent you before the embassy and get your son here. My guess is okay. My guess is he's probably found guilty of something and may need a waiver.
So let me ask you one question. I would have to let him deal with you.
Okay, so tell him to call me directly. Thanks for watching. For more Brad Show Live, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.